Well, I think in the very early days when we went into it, the clients weren't aware of the issues around their transfer chutes, and we as Weba went in and showed the clients and did an analysis to demonstrate what the cost of ownership on the transfer chutes was. And I think we were able to effectively demonstrate that by engineering a chute and doing a proper design, that we could provide return on investment for the client and give them operational benefits. And that is a slow process. It's these days with the younger guys coming through that have been exposed to this technology, they're more open to it. So what we have seen is there's a definite mind shift to the importance of a transfer chute on a plant and the cost of running those transfer chutes, and the recognition that the transfer chute can contribute to up to 50% of unplanned plant shutdowns, which is extremely costly to the operation of the mine. From the start, we go in and we have to interface with the client to get the information on site. It is very important to get the site knowledge and understand correctly what the client's problems and concerns are, so that we can address these in the design process. We then design the chute to optimize the transfer point and try and engineer out the issues that the client is experiencing, whether it be blockages or spillage or dust emissions, and look at the operational requirements. So each chute that we design is bespoke to that application for that specific mine and the material that they are handling. So we don't try and plug in somebody else's chute into this application, which will then not obviously work to the best of its ability. So we optimize and bespoke design every transfer chute for each application. I think it's maybe not linked to COVID specifically, but during COVID, the need to maintain equipment was so much higher, because with so much of the industry shut down and delays on new components or imported components, it was important to keep existing equipment running. But we, for a number of years, have put a big focus with our clients on maintaining the chute properly, because as much as we can design a chute to perform optimally, if it is not properly maintained and you get uneven wear in the chute, that affects the performance of the chute. So a client comes after 2 years and says, oh, the chute's loading skew. Well, something's changed, and if you go into the chute, if you maintain it and get it back to original condition, it performs to the original specification. Well, Weba, from the start, our designs are based on engineering principles, and obviously the vast amount of hands-on knowledge that we have built up over the last 30, 40 years through practical experience and practical input. What DEM has allowed as a relatively new technology, it's an additional verification tool that we can use, especially when we have very complex designs or configurations that are not optimal, that we are able to then simulate the performance of the design that we have done to verify that it will work as expected. So this very much reduces the risk on the client, that a product will arrive and it's almost like a test run, that we are able to verify our design. We do not use it as a design tool. We don't design the chute using DEM. We use it as a verification tool, and we have invested heavily in that technology. what we look at is return on investment. So clients may look at the product and say it is quite costly, but we look at what the Weba Chute brings to the table and what issues we can solve. We are a solutions-based company, and we have seen in our experience that depending on the problems the customer is experiencing, we can the client can often get return on investment anywhere between 9 months and 3 years, depending on the application. That effectively means that the client has now got that chute for free. And that is not taking into account plant downtime, unexpected downtime where there's breakages or blockages and what have you, because that can run into hundreds of thousands every hour. And if that's factored in, and we can prevent even some of those, obviously the chute is then effectively paid itself off. So they don't buy it for free, but the return investment is excellent, and our relationship with the client is based on a win-win scenario, and we strive to give the client that return on investment.